Okay.
So I just wanted to say that I want to welcome some of the new people on the call to the Family Cash Machine. The call is getting bigger and bigger. We got a lot of great minds here. I really appreciate Omar, Stanley, all the guys here, Dave, John, Miss Audrey, Miss Sally. We're bringing the awareness to the public with regards to cryptocurrencies and how money is changing forever. And you guys have a great opportunity, and it's a great time right now to get in this thing. And you don't have to have a lot of money. I think I started this particular venture with Stanley with $100, and I'm already at like 3 Bitcoins and like 2 Ethereum coins. That's great for like 2 months. Wow. So I specifically did not want a lot of money in that account because I wanted to show people how doable this is. How doable this is to build up your wealth with cryptocurrencies. All you have to do is join your energy with the energy of a team like ours and the awareness, and continue to learn and grow. And it's gonna blossom off for you. In fact, me and David and Stanley and Omar, we're talking about other ventures now. We're talking about using the Ethereum blockchain to create our own businesses. It's available for you right now. You guys can start your own ICOs, your own initial coin offer, and generate capital and get the capital that you need to launch your ideas. Everybody on this call got ideas. Huh? Everybody on this call has ideas, believe me. And some of us got more than one. So why not launch your idea on Ethereum? Or you guys can go to Dash right now and put together a proposal. Dave is trying to put together a proposal. I mean, they're giving away money right now to get the awareness to the people. It's insane.
Heads up to the family. I got the Dash song already written. It's gonna be mastered down tomorrow. Everybody's gonna be put on tomorrow. I got it already done.
Go ahead, pup. Go ahead, pup.
Oh yeah. Can't wait.
So any questions? Anybody got some questions? Or something they like to add to the team right now? Anything you guys want to share of value? I'm surprised Jai is quiet right now.
Oh, I'm itching. I always try to give people a chance to talk. I'm itching. I just had an experience. I love Stan. I love Omar. I love everybody that's on this call. Dave, Audrey, Miss Audrey. You guys motivate me all the time, man. Like today I was sharing an experience with what I had with Shakim earlier. Getting these guys started, the best way I know how. Just spending some one-on-one time with them. But I see what's the most integral part is the education. And like you said, Eric, you don't want to be like repeating yourself over and over again. Get on these calls. Invite your friends on these calls. I think some of the challenges that some of the some of the newbies might have is that they really don't know how to break it down, explain it. But you got a powerhouse network right here. You got Dave, you got the big dogs in this house. Audrey, you got Joe, you got Stan, you got Omar, you got Brent, you got everybody here. So you get these people on these video blogs, their questions is going to be answered. Like I think George was telling me that he was speaking to a guy in his job, and he knew about cryptocurrency. Never shared it with him or anything like that. He probably didn't have a platform to really share with him. Didn't know how to break it down. So when George started getting more in detail about, the other cryptocurrencies, he was like, huh? What? He didn't have a clue. And that just goes to show it's wide open. It's just wide open. And we just need to plug more people into this. And get back to those people and just walk them through tunnel bear. Come on, everybody's walking around like, dang, I wish I could get into Etheridge, but you ain't plugged in, So I think if you get excited, that's all they need to see. That's all you need to know. It's your excitement, nothing else. You didn't have to go into details. Just plug them in. That's all I wanted to put.
It's a good point,
John. Definitely, John. That's the best way that you can get, your new investors onboarded. You can just bring them right here to the call. You don't have to worry about any of the telling, any of the selling, any explaining. We take care of all of that right here for you live. That is no better way to do it, okay? Before we were just sending text messages and emails. Before we were sending pictures of our results. Now people don't believe shit. Excuse my people don't believe nothing you saying unless you're going live. Show it to me on video or show it to me live. All right. So this is the best way to really, get all of your new investors interested and make them start making those investments.
Well, I'm really excited, Stan, because when Google and all these companies
Yep, we're
start
doing this
off
here every day live.
When Google and all these companies start off, they usually have like computer
You don't
techie
need to have a
guys.
job to do this.
They usually have like computer techie guys that see the vision of where the technology is going, and also, when Bitcoin started off, like Omar said yesterday, there were several, MIT guys that were miners, and they understood the language of what Bitcoin was creating, a peer-to-peer transaction, and they understood the alleviating the middleman and the mathematical algorithm and all that stuff. Average people don't understand that. So I'm just excited that we got average people now understanding the blockchain, understanding cryptocurrency, and understanding the demand for the future for this technology. Actually, not really the future. It's a demand right now. It's just people don't know how they could benefit from using this technology.
Right.
So I have
That's
a question.
right.
I have a question.
Go right ahead.
So on ETH Trade, can you buy other currencies besides the two that are on there, or how does that work?
Well, ETH Trade is a platform. I believe they're using Ethereum blockchain. That's what me and Stanley believe. And what they're doing is they're just got a bunch of traders that trade your money. Now, this is what banks do anyway. They trade your money. They just don't pay you anything because they don't tell you they're actually trading your money. So, but no, that's the only two coins, but you can buy other coins. We talk about it all the time. Bitcoin is actually the gatekeeper to all the coins. If you purchase Bitcoins, you can kind of trade or exchange that coin for any coin out here. And we'll show you, Miss Kimberly, how to put that in an e-wallet. The hardest one we had a time with was the Ripple coin. That was the hardest one we had to find a actual e-wallet for that one, but we figured it out. But all the other coins, Dash coins, you can purchase those coins on an exchange. We'll show you how to do that on this team. We're all purchasing coins now, different coins, but we're also taking advantage of these business opportunities like ETH Trade and other companies that allow us to network and make money off of people coming into the industry.
I have a question.
Go right ahead.
As far as the professional traders, has anyone that's been invested into the ETH trade, are these traders open? Can we see any forums that they be at, or anything of that nature? Like, are anybody in contact with them, or are they known?
I'm gonna let Stanley answer that one. Go ahead, Stanley.
No, that's a good question, Pup. A lot of people do want to know, who are the top traders? Are these people even real, or is this just something that they're saying? And so I'm gonna share my screen with you real quick. I'm gonna share my screen with you real quick again, and I'm gonna show you this page right here. This is this is etrade.org. This is the central location where you can go get all of this information in. All right. Only thing I did was added / top traders. All right, and again, this section presents the best traders in each trade. All right, this is the top 10 list that includes the traders who have a high degree of reliability and they bring in the highest percentage of profit for the company investors. All right, so you can see the names of these traders, and you can also see these guys' purse. You can see exactly how many Bitcoin they're trading with. All right, how many Ethereum trades they got. It's over 13,000 Ethereum trades. All right, $147,000 in USD trades, and they have an average monthly profit of 16.76%. You see, all these guys are in a very high 15%, 16%, 16%. All of these guys are trading with very large purses. And here are all the guys' names. So if you wanted to go and do some, go search these guys on Google and Facebook or, Twitter. I don't know how open these particular guys are, but I do know some of the other company traders that are very accessible. You can talk to them, ask them questions. But again, these guys give you the statistics, the reports every week, and they show you. All right, so they're very transparent. They're going to show you. They're going to put together an article each and every week. And they're gonna let you know exactly what happened. All right. You see, they say along with the growth of the older brother, the Ethereum Classic also became more expensive. For 2 weeks, ETC valued almost 2 times and reached $2.45. Let's see what other coin they talk about. They talk about Dash Coin. They also talk about this GNT token, which allowed their traders to earn daily with minimal risk. All right, using the scalpel strategy. They also were able to sell in the Factum coins. All right. So with the information that they give you, Ripple shows 100% growth this week. All right. They sold some of the tokens.
That's right.
Yep. Hey, this token.
I need to have a Ripple hat on.
Yep.
I know
The
that's
strongest
right.
growth was shown by the list token. All right. They got 25. They sold 25%.
Yeah, I love me some Ripples.
Me too, honey. I want some right now.
I know it get everybody excited, right? When you can buy something for less than $1 that's valued. This thing
Less than a penny.
Did you guys realize that?
They hovering at a penny.
Moved to the 4th position. Remember how long it was at 5th position, and all of a sudden it wound up taking over a Monero spot.
Mm-hmm.
And why is that, Miss Audrey?
Because it's the bomb.
Because it's the bomb. She said it right here live on a family cash machine.
That's
because
right.
it's the bomb.
Don't you? Ripple is it, honey.
It's the cap.
It's the cap rate. Exactly. They're
The
going by the
market
cap
cap
rate.
rate.
That's what they're going by. That's right. Good look,
Exactly.
Dave. You're right. It's exactly what it is.
Exactly. So definitely, Pup. These guys are very transparent over here, and the trade value as well too.
Thank you. I appreciate that. That was a great answer.
Yeah, and I'm gonna say something too, Pup, to add to what Stanley said is, I've done a lot of network marketing, man, over the years, and I've been in a lot of hype companies. They call them hype companies, high yield interest programs or products or whatever. I've been in a lot of those programs, and they've never show. I mean, they show you. They'll say, "Oh, you're making 15% this month. Oh, you're making 10%." They throw out numbers, but no, they don't show you any proof of how they got the numbers. They don't show you a report. They don't show you names of traders and a write-up of why they traded the way they traded. They don't show you candlesticks. None of that. So I've seen all of that with this company, and it was very impressive. And most of those other hype companies, they last about 4 to 6 months and they're gone.
Very true. And I
And
actually
so is your
have
money.
I've actually invested into some of those hype companies my damn self.
Hey, can y'all hear me?
Yeah, Sean, what's going on, brother?
Hey, Omar raised his hand too.
I've been there, done that, and that's why my whole attitude with network marketing has totally come and grown into how I've been in this. I've been to those big places. I've been to Empower Network. I've been to LSM. All the rest of them. I watched them fall. I've been in certain areas. A lot of people learning all about all those numbers and the SEO scores and the order responders and all the rest of that crap. The only thing that keeps a person from getting results is because, number one, they're thinking about money right off the bat. Money. They want to get paid. They got this big thing, 6 digits next week, 6 seconds later, and their mindset is not on point. Their mindset is to that employee mindset. Yeah. And when you finally get a person out of that employee mindset by picking up what Empower Network showed me, pick up a book. Pick up an
That's right.
audio. Read something. You got to self-educate yourself in order to become successful, because the school educational system is designed just to put you where you are right now, working for someone else. You know what I mean? When you start being interested in what you want to be interested in and don't have to go through, yep, I got a library.
Don't get me started.
I've got a library.
Money.
I
Money
know
is the
what's
game.
right. The
Yo,
secret.
check
Yeah.
this out. Check this
The
out.
secret.
The secret. I've got that.
That's what I'm talking about. Yes.
I've got all of them. I've got, and you gotta learn what everybody needs right here. This book right here. but you know, hey, or Warren Buffett, for instance. Warren Buffett. You know, this is what people knowing all about all of that technical stuff is all good, fine and dandy. Knowing all about Bitcoin and Lycos and all the rest of the other coins is beautiful. That's self-education in itself. To become wealthy means, to me, to become in control of your finances. So far, we're born into this world. Now, pictures, we're going to bring this back into the scriptural form, because God said you don't need what's in the midst of the garden. And so we took it upon ourselves anyway to get this. So now we have to have the knowledge of good and evil. All right. So we're being thrown all these schemes and scams and pyramid schemes out there. That's the deception, to make people think that everything out here on the internet is fake. Yeah. To cover up the reality of what's really going on behind the scenes. And this is how Satan attacks us. He's known as the master of lies. He's lied to us ever since we were in diapers all the way to our graves. And when you finally open up your eyes, thank God for giving us the time to actually go through this here and learn this, because they educate before you decide to before you are able to get results. When you finally get results, that's when you start creating income. That's when your income starts working for you. When you look at the back of that dollar bill and see satanic scriptures all over the back of it, God says, use Satan as a footstool. Step on what he's using to keep you in control. You're being controlled by money. Now we're learning how to become controllers of the money. Make the presidents work for us. And it's basically mindset. When people finally realize, we know the truth. Everybody knows the truth. They know that the dollar bill is worth nothing but a piece of paper. It's a monopoly. That's all it is. But they still rather would have that piece of paper than to go out there and buy themselves some gold. Invest in gold and silver and Bitcoin and cryptocurrency, or into a business that's going to make your money work for you. This is all, we're basically doing the same thing, looking to get our money to work for us instead of us having to work for our money. Whether it's Dash, whether it's Ethereum, whether it's Bitcoin, whether it's Empower Network, whether it's whatever the case may be, we're all looking to make our money work for ourselves. And a business, difference between
You got to wrap it up. You got to wrap it up. Go ahead, Sean. Wrap it up. You got to wrap it up.
One more thing. The difference between a business and a job is the business can take care of you for the rest of your life. It can take care of your children's children. A job can only take care of you for as long as you're there.
Thanks, Sean. Appreciate you. Anybody got something else to say?
Yeah, I got a couple things to say. That was a good presentation, Stanley. And one of the things that make me feel that the traders on ETH Traders real, we can easily become one. They do ask for traders. They want you to have some experience. If you can show that you can trade a little bit, you can get on there and do it. And I think it's a good company. It's been around a while. It's definitely not a hype program. And then I also like to say to Ms. Audrey, yes, Bitcoin was a penny. But before that, when they initially started, you could probably get 4 Bitcoins for 1 penny.
Yeah.
That's how it works. And that's just like coins. And I also like to say that you mentioned the meme coin earlier. That might be a sleeper. That's something that's really a nice society behind that, man. So we do really good if we diversify ourselves and get a little bit of that when it's low.
That's right.
And then you got buying all those Bitcoins, like you got the NIM coin down there.
That's right.
Oh, and what I heard was, it's like you go back, you look at the history, you see if it was once at a peak and it came down a little spurt, you know, it might be months before it blow up. If we can get those coins at a penny or 2 cents, 5 cents, we need to do that. You know, and just hold on. You know, I'm into that. You know, yeah, we can hold on to those boys. And the next thing you know, boom, it's just gonna blow up. Yeah.
Never know. Hey, I'm here to tell you, man. Omar dropped some serious jewels, man.
Yes.
He dropped jewels.
I want to say something to reiterate on what Omar said is, you know, I got to be careful, man. I look into these things very carefully. When I looked at If Trade, I came into this with Stanley, under Stanley, actually. And Stanley brought me into this. And I had to evaluate this before I started bringing it to people. And one of the things that impressed me was If Trade is going all over the world doing leadership summits. Scammers don't do this. And also, for real, they just don't. They kind of stay dark a little bit, you know, and they promote a little bit, but they don't go all over the world doing summits, you know, leadership summits, giving away cars and all this kind of stuff. And so I'm watching what they're doing. And at the same time, I see them putting the whole Ethereum platform on their website. Now, prior to me coming into this company, about a week before I came into this company, I saw Vitalik Buterin, who is the owner of Ethereum. I saw him suing a guy for using the Ethereum name. Now, here we got If Trade going around the world using Ethereum's logo, and they got Vitalik Buterin. They got his picture all on their website. They got his material all on their website. They're going all over the world, okay? And they're paying you guys in Ethereums, okay? I just don't see Vitalik Buterin not knowing they're doing this. And so Vitalik Buterin has too much to lose to be involved in a scam company. That's what I looked at. Those are the kind of things I look at. He's doing business with JP Morgan. He's doing business with huge corporations, and he's got too much on the line to let some small little scam company mess his whole name and logo up. That's what I looked at. I said, this is real, because they even got links to Ethereum website from the If Trade website. So it's no way that this guy doesn't know. Okay, and that's how I looked at it. And I said, this is pretty legit. And plus, I traded before. I know how trade goes down, and I know that the cryptocurrency space now is creating such a huge volume of money. There is actually trading that goes down. It's a probability of trading. There's hundreds of millions of dollars every day circulating through the cryptocurrency space. So it can support trade. And that's what made me say, you know what, I'm going full steam ahead with this.
Definitely. That makes a whole lot of sense. I mean, when you're getting started in any business or any opportunity, you definitely want to, do your own homework. All right. Take it upon yourself to go and research these companies before you start to, invest in. So it's not wrong for anybody to feel skeptical, anybody to feel doubt or uncertainty, because that's a natural instinct. If you're not feeling, then something is probably wrong with you. You might need your head checked out. So definitely once everybody, I mean, even myself, hey, I got started in this thing. Omar introduced me to it, man. And he really pretty much had to twist my arm to get me involved. I mean, because I've been hurt by, these same hype companies or high yield investment programs. And I made some money with some of them, but it's very, very high risk. And it's very, very easy to lose a lot of money. And I lost a lot of money doing it, right? So with this one, hey, even if you just want to test the waters, this is something that you can get started with something, $10. All right, you just want to test it out. You want to see if you can start getting results every day. And you can test it out with $10. A lot of people, just like Sean was saying, a lot of people come into this space and they have never, ever made money for a period. They tried online projects. They tried marketing. They tried selling Avon and Mary Kay and Herbalife and, all of these different companies. And they just can't sell. Well, what do you do when you can't sell?
You invest.
You make your money work for you. You start investing. You start sticking your money here and you sticking your money there. You buying coins here, carrying your coins there. Right? Let you leverage your money. And so with this company right here, we can leverage our money. We don't have to worry about none of the technical stuff. Only thing we have to do is invest the money. We can walk away and start doing something else.
And also, I just want to add to that. You have, a lot of people have bank accounts.
Mm-hmm.
How long have your money sitting there before you got say $2?
Word.
Okay.
Don't hurt them.
Word.
I mean,
Don't
I invested. I started out with just
Don't get them
$10
mad at the bank.
just to test the water. Okay, I tested the water with $10, and I watched how every time I made it, I got interest. They sent me a text message, let me know, how much I made. I'm like, this is. I mean, over $10. Okay, not 10,000, but just $10. They showed me Monday through Friday how much I earned in Bitcoins. Okay, so that made me add more. So I did, I added $200. Wow. Okay,
that's powerful.
Every time you add money, you start a new portfolio. Okay, which starts another, like it starts off again with day 1, day 2, 3, 4. But on that $200, I've already made like $12 and something or more in interest.
Wow.
I mean, this is like crazy.
Thank you, Audrey.
Yes.
You put a big smile on my face.
I can show you. I mean, when
I had a straight face the whole meeting until you said that.
Man,
I think what Mr. Omar and Stanley has done is found one of the easiest, cheapest ways for us to get involved in the cryptocurrency space. Everybody don't have $400 million like Bill Gates to invest in these companies.
That's right.
But we can come in with $20, $30, not only get a few dollars profit, but learn the industry. That's the most powerful thing right there, is to get the information. Because Stanford, NYU, and Duke, they're charging $13,000 to $18,000 to teach you guys what you guys are learning for free. Right here with Stanley, Omar, Eric, Brent, Miss Audrey. You guys are learning this for free.
And you're not going to get it this deep, though. You're not going to go this deep. They're just going to give you what's on the pages, and that's it. You're not going to get all of what Eric, is putting out here, man.
But and I was actually going to ask for, is there any like real live testimonies? And she just laid it on the line right there. So that's exactly what I needed. Yeah.
Proof too. Shoot. I mean, and they keep a good, in your back office, you have a list of all of your every transaction that took place, every interest that you've accrued. You have a block for all of them. You have everything in there. I'm like,
you talk about testimonies. Every time Stanley do a presentation, his page is a testimony.
I know
on Ethers, I'd be like, golly. I mean, if you understand what you're looking at when Stanley opened up his page, you're like, what?
I'm looking at them numbers.
What?
He got 300 people.
Members?
320 people.
That's nothing. Stanley's gonna have about 5,000 people, because how many people you think need this technology?
Everybody
on this call. Everybody on this call. I'm telling you, everybody on this call, if you take it as serious, you'll have thousands of people. Thousands. Because this is the number one problem in the world, is money.
Yeah.
Because
go ahead.
No. I just wanted to just, what's the name? I think somebody noticed it right away. I think Ja was the one that noticed it right away when I went to my 5th level and I showed him, and he automatically seen that other flag. And he was like, "What country is that?" So, just with that being said, you have the power to go and sign up a whole country. A whole country. You can take over a whole country. You're talking about thousands of people on your team.
Man,
dude, when I seen his page, man, it got me excited, and that's why I've been on your heels. Like, yo, how I'm going to start doing this YouTube presentation, because I'm already thinking about third world countries.
Hold up. Stanley started with $10.
Yeah.
So it can be done, man. But Stanley jumped in this. He jumped in. He just dived in. He didn't stick his toe in the water. He dove in.
Yeah, I'm gonna be diving some more money in.
You know what, Eric? I kind of did like some of the same thing you did, man. Because like I say, I was skeptical myself, man. But when I, the value that they were giving away on this site, that's all I seen. I'm like, these guys giving away money because just the information alone is valuable. The information alone is valuable. And, if you're gonna pay me, if I drop $10, if you're gonna give me you're gonna run off with the $10, you run off with the $10.
Okay.
If you pay me a return on it, that's cool too. But the value they give these weekly reports come out every week. The trade reports, they come out every week. They giving you accurate numbers about what's going on in the marketplace. Average buy, average sell numbers. This is value. I can sell these tips to somebody else. Somebody that don't know nothing about E-Trade, that don't feel like typing nothing in, that's just lazy. I can sell them this information.
Yes, that's right.
Like I said, that I have a mindset of an investor. I've invested in real estate, and I've invested in network marketing companies. I've invested in commodities, currencies even. So I'm always looking at things like it's a gamble. Like Stanley said, anything you do is a gamble. So before I came in this company, I did all the research I could first. But when I jumped in, I jumped in. But I'm saying when you research, it kind of alleviates some of the gamble of it. The more information that you get on what you're doing, the less you're gambling. Now, any business that you're doing is a risk, okay? Everything. And I hate people to call me and say, is this 100% guarantee? There's no guarantee that the cryptocurrency industry will be here in 2 years. There's no guarantee. I think that the demand for it and the technology is so innovative, I'm pretty sure to be here. It's either going to be successful or not. But I have strong indications that it is going to be successful because what's the problem? You got to first define the problem, which is money, which is printing, which is fiat currencies, which is central banks, taxes, all this other stuff, anonymity, all of these problems we have around the world. Money is not moving right now. And we can't allow money not to move in a recession or a global economic recession. You can't allow restrictions to slow the flow of money down in a time when money is slowed down because of economies. So when you got all these restrictions, it doesn't allow money to recover in its natural, it recovers naturally. Money go up and it goes down. But when you got all these restrictions, it's kind of like suffocating the process of money recuperating itself. That's not good. So with cryptocurrency, it's going to allow people to access money, to move money, to accumulate money, to get loans, to just move money faster. And to anybody in business, that itself is very valuable to be able to access money, to move money. So when you can't move money, like I said, I've been in situations where I have had deals that I've lost because I couldn't get them the money fast enough. And so, and somebody else got it to them. So that is very important, and with cryptocurrencies, it's allowing us to move money in seconds right here on this phone. It's incredible. And to stay anonymous, because anonymity to me is very important. I'm understanding it. I was trained, okay, like you guys were over years and years and years. We become trained to just give up all our information, and you don't have to do that to do a transaction. Why do I have to give up all my information to do business with my friend? This is my friend. I've been knowing him. I grew up with him all my life. Why do I have to give a third party my name, my social, my birth certificate, my mama's maiden name? That's too much information. And this is a hacker's dream. They love it when they have access to all that information. This is why this identity theft and all the stuff going on in the world, this is going to alleviate all of that, okay? So I think there's a value for this. I really do. I mean, I know there's a value. But again, I did a lot of research before I just jump in. But once I make my mind up, I go full steam ahead. I don't hesitate. I don't, you ever see a guy like he jumps out, did he want to go back? No, you can't do that in business. Once you get out there, you gotta, it's just like a track star. When they come out the blocks, they all ass and elbows. They digging. And that's where I'm at right now. And that's where I want this team to be at. We're in the beginning of this industry. You guys should be digging right now to get momentum, to get a lead, to get out ahead of the crowd, because the crowd is coming. People are going to need this technology. People are going to use this technology. So you want to get out in the lead. Bam! They didn't even hear the whistle. They didn't even hear that. You guys are out. You're running. Okay? And that's how I see us right now. We're out the blocks. And people don't even know what's going on right now. So take advantage of your lead. Take advantage of your lead. Do not waste time. Okay? So that's what I would say for you guys right now.
I just wanted to piggyback off of what Miss Audrey was saying about, the Ethereum, the F-Trade website. I signed up a friend. I invited a friend to sign up, and he signed up. And when he funded his account, I looked around. I had a couple $100 in my account.
Wow.
Hello.
They don't play. They do not play.
Hello.
That was going to be my next question too, about like, your referrals, using your referral link, what type of, incentive do you get for that? And I guess she just answered that question too.
Oh yeah.
Well, it's definitely levels when it comes to the compensation plan. Is a couple of different levels or statuses that you can achieve to earn like bigger percentages based on your investors' deposits and also their profits. But it does pay up to like 12% for each investor that you directly refer on your first level, and they pay up to 5 levels down. All right, and again, they're paying 2 ways, from anything that your team deposits and also anything that they profit. All right, and automatically when investors come over to the E-Trade platform, they're automatically going into profit with the help of the professional traders over here. So if they make an investment, they're getting a return on that investment. So that's awesome.
Now, another question would be, because this is a gamble, right? We say that everything is a gamble. What about the losses that this company is taking, or is there any reported losses that anyone has taken?
Well, a trader naturally takes losses. In the day, a trader takes losses. But what the cryptocurrency space offers you is it has so many different markets. Again, there was 650 coins that are traded over here. All right, some of them experience huge growth. Some of them do experience losses. But in some markets where we can achieve that huge growth, it kind of like overshadows the losses. Mm-hmm. So I can take, I'm invested in the 30 things, and hey, I'm only focused on these two currency pairs. Those are the ones where I keep my store of value, and I'm getting profits on all of the rest of the markets. Hey, profit is profit. So the losses are there. It's inevitable. There's gonna be some losses, but the wins overshadow the losses for sure.
No doubt.
Definitely.
Hey, Brent.
Yeah.
Brent, did you know that I was reading up on what the SEC denied SolidX bid for Bitcoin ETF listings on the 20th of March recently, and the reason was because one of the reasons was because it was not the currency exchange is unregulated, and when they gave their reasons for denying it to be traded on the SEC, the Stock Exchange Commission, I look at it like I don't think it was meant like this technology was meant to go backwards. Right. I look at it like this technology was meant to disrupt and be like, look, it's either you're gonna get down or you're gonna lay down. and people are, you see so many people selling all of their Bitcoins, and then next thing you know, Bitcoin stabilized around 1040 again. But more and more I'm starting to see, I'll get him some food. More and more people are starting to see that, all right, you know what? It's either I'm gonna pop my cherry, or I'm gonna remain a virgin. You understand? And that's where the pioneers come in. When we are the pioneers, and we are the ones that see it. If you don't see it, then you're going to be stuck in the stock exchange. But the disruption ain't about the stock exchange; it's about the blockchain technology. Mm-hmm. and that's what I'm starting to gather a hold from just reading up on these articles and stuff like that. I mean, it seemed a little intimidating.
That's an interesting terminology. Yeah. It's interesting when they say stuff like it's unregulated. Well, Bitcoin went from 1 penny to now over $1,200. At one time, it passed the gold parities, which means gold took thousands of years to reach that value. Thousands of years, gold has been traded since the days of Egypt. And you're telling me that this technology has surpassed it in 9 years solely from people trading it. So what do you mean regulated? Money doesn't need to be regulated. This is what we got to get through our minds, is that money is supposed to be able to move freely with the market. The market regulates the value. The people and trade regulate value, not a specific government or bank. This is the problem around the world. They've been manipulating currencies. Okay, yes. and their attitude is, well, the people can't regulate their money, so we need to regulate it for them. And a matter of fact, when you make 50 million, you owe us 25 million, even though we didn't give you a loan to start your business, even though we didn't take the gamble with you, we didn't wash one window, we didn't drive one nail in your place, we cleaned no floors, no toilets in your restaurant. We gave you no advice on how to pass health inspections or whatever kind of regulators that comes to your business, but we want half of your money. That's crazy. That's what you call regulating? I don't need that kind of regulating. That's what they
call get down and lay down, ain't it?
Yeah, that's exactly. It's kind of to me, it's a Gestapo technique. It's nothing different than that and the Nazis kicking my door down. What's the difference? So it's like Miss Audrey call him Debo. That's the Debo from Friday. You know, Friday's Debo. So you walk in, he pat your pockets. That's how they doing you. But it's like, I don't need anybody to regulate my money. Right about y'all? Do you guys need somebody to regulate your money? I think that money should regulate itself, and it does. In a free market, money actually stabilizes itself. It moves in accord to trade. That, you know, so this whole that whole thing there, it doesn't settle well with me, because I understand money now. I really understand what gives money value. Okay, it's trade, it's people. That's what creates value. It's usability. That's what creates value. You know, but we've allowed, like I said, since the 16th century, because I told you guys yesterday, in the 11th and 10th and 12th century, most of Europe could not read. It was against the law to read in Europe. If you read The Hunchback of Notre Dame, you guys will see nobody was able to read. Quasimodo actually cleaned the libraries. And because he cleaned the libraries, he had access to the books. So when the lady saw him all disfigured and ugly or whatever, you know, she had an opportunity to talk to him and saw he spoke 5, 6 different languages. He knew about the stars, the constellations. He knew about history. He was able to eloquently explain to her mythology and legends. And she was just marveled at his knowledge. And so that's kind of how I look at average people today. You know, they see us as thugs, gangbangers, whatever. But when they sit down and talk to me and listen to the knowledge, you understand what I'm saying? Then they could maybe appreciate somebody like Omar or the brother here with his braids in his hair, you know, or Antonio with his dreads. When they listen to him talk, see, it's a beauty that comes out of him because he's knowledgeable. So that's what that's all about. It's really, it was a mythical story. You know, it was a symbolic story. And that's exactly what happened in Europe. They were not able to read. Only person was able to read was the aristocrats, the cardinals, the religious aristocracy, you know, the king, his court. They didn't let the normal people read. So it was easy for them to say, once people started to read, oh, well, you know what? We need to count your money for you. We need to print your money for you. We need to give you money, and we need to give you the value of this money. And we've been just going along with it ever since. That's pretty much what's happened around the world. Okay? So you guys can't regulate your own money. It needs to be regulated by us. Wow. Interesting. No more.
All right. Let me see. Is my joint on mute? Can y'all hear me?
Yeah. Go ahead.
All right. What we are witnessing, right? Like T. Harv Eker in his book, or if you listen to any of his YouTube videos, he said, what did he say? He said, if you want to make fortune, or you want to create wealth, pick a problem and solve it.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? So what whoever started Bitcoin, they was uncomfortable. Like ain't nothing wrong with being uncomfortable. Being uncomfortable is a creative state. When you comfortable, you're not gonna move. You're paralyzed. When you uncomfortable, it stirs up something inside you to make you want to change. You know what I'm saying? And with that being said, Bitcoin and blockchain and decentralization, what it's doing is making the existing model obsolete. You know what I'm saying? You ain't got to fight against what is. You know what I'm saying? Just focus on what's going on in the future. You know, I was trying to make a point here. Hold on, I feel like I'm not making sense right now. Oh yeah, you create a new model to make the old model obsolete. Now they've been studying currencies or fiat, paper money. It's failed time and time again. But this digital currency, it's not gonna fail. You know what I'm saying? Everybody, they're trying to fight against it or they're trying to regulate it, but you can't because it's transparent. You got the blockchain that shows all the transactions. Right. I watched this video earlier, right? They gave two examples. It was this dude in America. He had an education, which was documented. He had a job, which was documented. He had a house, car. Everything he had was documented. But you had to do in the Middle East, none of his stuff was documented, but yet he had the same things, but it wasn't documented. And they said both dudes went to jail. The dude in America went to jail, and when he came home, all his assets was waiting for him. But the dude in the Middle East, because it wasn't documented, when he went to jail, he came back, somebody else had his stuff. And it was like, how can you document that? Through the blockchain. When he bought it, right. It's documented. That's his proof that this stuff belongs to him. You know what I'm saying? And they showed the example of how 4 billion people live in a centralized environment, and then you got 3 billion that live in a decentralized environment. And what brings everything together with both, everybody's assets is documented is the blockchain. So this, from the little that I've been studying, because right. I call myself the crypto teacher, so I'm in the process of studying, man. So the little that I've learned so far, yeah, man, I'm excited. And little success, like little changes make big changes. Like y'all say, y'all invest y'all little $10, and what y'all seeing y'all $10 turn into $12, $14. Those little successes get you excited. That fuels you to keep
thousands. Look at Stanley, thousands.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So I hope what I said makes sense. In my heart, it felt right, what I was saying. But, I just wanted to share that with y'all. That's what I absorbed from what everybody been saying and everything that I've been studying thus far.
Man, I appreciate you, Shim. Yeah, you always firing on all cylinders, man, when I'm listening to you. I don't know if anybody else is, receiving it like I'm receiving it, bro, but this fire, man. Where you get that video from that illustrated those points like that, man? That's
it was a TED Talk. I just punched in.
It was a TED Talk.
I think the dude name was Charles something. Matter of fact, hold on, let me pull him up real quick.
Yeah, man, but that's exactly what the blockchain allows you to do. It not only allows you to, move value, but you can also store registries, debts. All right, share data. Think about hospitals and stuff like that. If they don't have your hospital documents or something like that, you get hurt outside this country, and they need to know, what your blood type is and all of the medical history and everything like that. Well, if all of them store all of that information on one blockchain, then all of the information is there. You get hurt, they know what's up.
Yo, y'all watch Netflix? Have y'all seen Iron Fist?
No.
Did y'all watch that?
No, not Iron Fist.
Well, anyway,
I started watching it today. Yeah.
15 years ago, his whole family died in a plane crash, but he survived. And when he came back, he was trying to prove his identity. And it was nothing to prove his identity. They went to the hospital. They had the people burn down the record.
Yeah.
But how they proved his identity, he had built this display ashtray, and his fingerprint was on it. And that's how they proved his identity. Now, if the blockchain existed back then, it would have been on the blockchain. All that data would have been stored. And he wouldn't have had to fight so hard to prove who he was. You know what I'm saying? Something like that existed back then. So that's just an example. And the TED Talk name is The Future Will Be Decentralized. His name is Charles Hopkinson, something like that. But yeah, just go to TED Talk, YouTube TED Talk. The future will be decentralized, and he give you the example of the dude in America.
That's that guy who went back to discussing stuff about Imhotep and the pyramid and
no, that's somebody else.
Okay, all right.
This dude name is Charles Hopkinson.
On the TEDx Talk. TEDx Talks, yeah, I know.
The TEDx Talk, yeah.
TEDx Talks, yeah.
Yep.
There's a lot of good material on TEDx Talks about blockchain technology, and I've seen quite a few of them. I saw that one, but it's just so far advanced for people. Right now, we're talking about cryptocurrency, and when I go into the blockchain, it just really mesmerizes people, and sometimes people get lost because we're talking the next 15, 20 years of advanced technology, and and people get, you got to give people a little bit at a time, and that's why I'm so adamant about this industry, because I know it's longevity. You know what I'm saying? We can actually create wealth in this industry right here. I mean, you guys are gonna make millions with cryptocurrencies. I'm already knowing. Unless you're just laying down and not doing nothing. If you guys are active in this industry, you're gonna make millions. That's a given because of how early you got in. What are you gonna do with it? What you gonna do with it? That's the point. We're gonna take that money and reinvest in blockchain technologies, in the different functionalities that's coming out of the blockchain. Okay, that's the same thing that Mark Andreessen did. He started Netscape, and then after that, he started investing in the Ubers and the Facebook and Twitters and Airbnbs. It's the same, that's exactly what we're gonna do. We're gonna make money on the cryptocurrency phase of this whole thing, and then from there, we'll start investing in other technologies. It may be an opportunity to invest in cryptocurrencies for the next 20 years, who knows? But you also want to invest in these other technologies that's coming out of the blockchain. Like he said, there's they spoke about, I didn't know this, I'm a real estate appraiser, and I didn't know that 70% of the world, you might have heard this, Shaquem, 70% of the world have problems with entitlement. Like in America, we buy property and we get clean title. But around the world, it's not so the case. There's corruption everywhere. And so you buy a property, and like he said, you get incarcerated, you come back, and somebody else got your property. That happens all over the world. That happens in South America. It happens in Africa and India. It's a huge problem. But with the blockchain,
it happened right here in America.
Yes, it happened in America, but it's not as bad as around the world, But with the blockchain, this worldwide distributed ledger, that's what it is. Once we put that documentation on there, it's there. And it will solve a lot of these corrupt problems around the world. And it's actually going to allow you guys to purchase a property in France. Could you imagine purchasing a property in Paris in 15 minutes without escrow and without a title company? That's where we're headed. And all I'm doing and all we're doing is positioning you guys to capitalize off of this technology before the world grabs it and starts using it. And that's why I said you guys are about to see the greatest of exchange of wealth ever in the history of the world, because there's going to be millions of people like us that's going to be in position to capitalize off this technology. Because we're talking 7 billion people in the world. Okay, and we're talking, I'm going to let you talk, Shaquem, 1 second. And we're talking a total switch of financial systems. Wow. Go ahead, Shaquem.
Oh yeah. Just to piggyback on what you said, man. When that transfer of wealth happens, we'll have the money, but you gotta be wealthy on the inside first before it can manifest in your physical world. It has to manifest in your inner world. You know what I'm saying? That's why, like I said earlier, that little $10, and when y'all seen that $10 growing, you started to feel a sense of wealth. Like, yo, this can work for me. This can happen. Now, with that being said, once we get this money, like you said, we got to keep investing in other things, man, because our mindset will cause us to give it back to the people that had it in the first place. If our minds ain't right, you know what I'm saying?
They did. Damn.
Same way we building our bank accounts, we got to build our minds. Same way we feed our bodies this food, we got to feed our minds. So we could be on point on every level, not just financially, but physically, mentally, and spiritually.
Keep studying.
Yeah.
Well, that was the reason why we developed the Family Cash Machine. Now, right now, we still babies in the technology of blockchain. So we're teaching people about cryptocurrency, and we're trying to get them to understand and position themselves to start making money. And once they start making money, the Family Cash Machine, we're going to show them how to create wealth. See, having money and wealth is two different things. And I heard a gentleman give an example, description of what wealth is, and I'm going to give you guys my description of what wealth is. Wealth is when my grandchildren are going to have more money than me, and they don't have to do nothing. That's wealth. And my great-grandchildren will have more money than them, and they don't have to do nothing. That's wealth. Why? Because money is energy. That's all it is. You got to go work to get it. You got to do things, mind, power, whatever you do. It's energy. It's a transference of energy. So what money also is direction. You have to give your money a direction, or your money's going to take its own direction.
You got that right.
Of your pocket. It's going to leave you every day. So when you have the intelligence to direct your money towards a certain direction, send that energy over here. That's what millionaires do. And that's why millionaires have 90% of their wealth is in assets, is in something that's appreciating.
Right.
Okay? So that's wealth. But you have to have knowledge to have wealth, because you have to know where to direct that money to. Okay? That's this is the problem. When I see a lot of our, young brothers, they got the big necklaces and all this stuff. You get a little money, you get $1 million, $2 million, you buy the cars. I've done that before. Bought the cars, the clothes, the jewelry. I've done all that. Why? I didn't know what to do with my money. So when you don't know what to do with money, you're going to buy all those different things. But when you have a direction and focus on your money, and you want to put your money in a position to appreciate and accumulate, that's wealth. That's when you get to wealth. Because if you guys ever watch a movie, I know Omar probably watched it. Remember the movie called Brewster's Millions? With Richard Pryor?
He had to spend all that money.
He couldn't even spend that money. He had so much money, it kept coming back to him. And you get to that point, and you get to that point where, you have so much to where it's virtually impossible to spend. But what we're going to do on a Family Cash Machine is show you guys, and I don't want to give up too much knowledge because this is recorded. I don't know if I'm going to put this out or not, but we're going to show you guys and make sure you guys have top-notch financial planners. So therefore, when you guys get audited, your diagram and the way you're structured will be so complex, nobody will be able to touch you. And that's what it's about. It's all about controlling everything and owning nothing. That's the top level of financing. Controlling everything and owning nothing. And I don't care if my Rayford or my Lamborghini is in my corporation name. Who cares? I drive it every day. Okay? I pull it out the garage, I roll it. I drive down Crenshaw, I drive down Beverly Hills. See? Who cares who name it's in? And this is one of the things we got to learn. We got to learn how to control everything and own nothing. I'm going to show you guys how to live in your house and get paid to live in your house, because you don't own your house. Wow. You don't own the house, but you live in it, and you get paid a caretaker $4,500 a month to live in your house. See, things like that, this is what wealthy people do. But they live in the house every day. Who cares who name it's on? So this is what we're going to get to. This is what the Family Cash Machine was created for. And we're using, like I said, cryptocurrency and the blockchain technology, because I know that this is the industry that can actually get us the kind of money that we need to create wealth. Okay? But you can't be wealthy with no money. You got to have something to create something. And so it's all about structuring. And I think a lot of us get money, like Ivan Iverson, $120 million, broke. I saw Evander Holyfield last year at my son's school, actually about 2 years ago. I saw him there, and I was wondering what he was doing there. But his daughter actually went to school with my son. Well, we know he got a lot of kids, but I just Googled him. I was curious to see what he was worth. And Evander Holyfield went through over $400 million. He's only worth $500,000. So money is nothing. That's my point. It's not about money. It's about structure. It's about planning this stuff. So I want to make sure everybody on this Family Cash Machine who make $1 million, $2 million, couple $100,000, that you guys are understanding how to structure. I'm not going to I'm not going to tell you how to structure your thing because there's so many ways to structure, but just make sure you have a structure and make sure you understand how to put that momentum, behind your money. Put momentum behind your money. So there's a lot of principles and rules to having money, and it takes you a couple of times of being rich to learn that. But most of us don't get a couple times. Most of us, we get it and we lose it. So it's time now for us to understand, the common people, how to understand. And everybody's not going to want to learn this. And this is why the world is going to always have rich and poor, the haves and the haves not, because everybody's not going to take the initiative to learn this stuff. But you guys took the initiative to learn money because you wouldn't be doing cryptocurrency if you didn't. So you guys are learning money. So why not take it to the next level, which is wealth?
Totally
I
agree.
thank God for you, man. I thank God for you. Straight
Thank
up.
God for you, brother.
Yes.
Because I don't know everything. You
Well,
know,
I've been
ain't
around a
nobody-
lot of millionaires, man. I'm not going to even front. I met 4 billionaires in my life. And I'm not going to
That's-
name them all right now, but I did meet Michael Milken. I spent time
Nah,
with
but
Michael Milken.
we got you now. We got you.
And I learned a lot from them guys, man. The way they think is totally different than how the average people think, you know. And it's only 1,400 billionaires in the world, and I think it's very fortunate that I met 4. And I don't think I'm done. I'll meet some more. But I met 4. But I got something. I pulled something from each one of those guys. Okay, and I've learned some things that are actually kind of secret to the masses on the tricks of money. Money, like I said, money is tricky, you know, but you got to really understand capitalism. You got to understand the rules that govern the country you live in and learn how to manipulate the loopholes. And that's all they do. And I tell people all the time, the most smartest people are not the people who regulate and write these regulations. The smartest people are the ones that learn how to maneuver around the regulations. Them are the smart ones. Them the ones that's the smart ones.
Yep. You know, Eric, I watched a video that was sent to me today. You know, my son right now, he keeps me in the know with what's going on, and it was Rick Ross, and he was doing an interview, and he was teaching, you know, about wealth in our communities, and he was saying he owns 30 wing stops. Okay, and the first people he hired was his family. He put them in position so that they wouldn't have to ask him for money. He said his family hadn't asked him for money in, he don't even know how long, years. Because he put everyone in a position to have their own wealth. You know, and I'm like, man, that's exactly what we're doing. You know, we're putting ourselves in a position and then it trickles down. So we put our family in that position so that, you know, it continues.
Yep. Rockefeller, man, John D. Rockefeller, he said nothing made him feel more better than receiving those residual checks. That's how he accumulated $390 billion from residuals, investing in companies, cash dividends, and whatever else he had money invested in.
That's right.
Yeah, money working for him.
Yeah, helping people get started, helping startup companies, you know.
I'm going to be honest with you guys. I commend Rick Ross, but like Shakim said, if we don't teach them the principles of money, they're going to lose it. Yeah. I had an opportunity to talk to Master P. My daughters went to Beverly Hills High School with Little Romeo, and I used to see Master P all the time. And I remember talking to him one day, and he told me when the Katrina thing happened, he sent a bunch of his family to L.A., bought them cars, gave them money, and he spent a lot of money. He gave a lot of money up. It could have been $20 million. I don't know. But at that time, he was worth about almost $600 million. He had a lot of money. And so I saw his family and Lamborghinis, Rolls Royces. I saw some of his cousins, and, you know, he took in his brother's kids, and I commend that guy, man. He used to pick up his kids every day. He could have bought a limousine. He could have had a driver. This guy had an Escalade. He would pick up Romeo and Versi and his daughter every day. I saw him every day. And I was like, I really commended him because when I talked to Romeo, little Romeo, and his other son, Versi, and I forget his daughter's name, but they were very respectful, man. It's very, very respectful. Do you know how hard it is to raise kids normal, to act normal, to with a sense of normalcy that has $300, $400, $500 million? It's not easy, man, because some of those celebrity kids I met, they were assholes, straight up assholes. But my point is, he said he tried to uplift his whole family. He gave them money, lots of money, homes, cars. And he said a year later, they was all broke, or a year and a half, whatever. And he realized at that point that you can't bring everybody with you. He realized at that point that some people, no matter how much money they get, they'll always be broke. And some people, no matter how broke they are, they'll always come up with money. Like most of you guys on here. Most of you guys been broke a bunch of times, but look at you. You putting yourself back in a position to get money. And it's all a mindset.
Yeah.
It's a mindset. And so we got to bring our people into the mindset of money. Because they say if your money is going to follow your mindset. So if your mindset is down here and your money's up here, guess where your money going to go? Down here. But if your mindset is here and your money's down here, your money will eventually catch up with you. Okay? So it's all mathematics. But we gotta teach them. That's why I love this, what we're doing. Because we're showing them and teaching them about money. This is all about money. We're teaching them about the Federal Reserve. We're teaching them about dividends and derivatives and stocks and Forex, all this stuff we talk about here. We talk about the global economy. You know, we talk about a lot of different things that's dealing with money. So they're gonna whether they want to study money or not, if they decide to invest in cryptocurrency, they're gonna eventually learn about money because they're gonna be reading articles that pertain to their investment, which is cryptocurrencies. They're gonna be reading about, you know, the ETF decision, all this other stuff. And I think somebody just read a decision. I think it was Ja just read something that was some type of decision. This is all money. And this is what wealthy people do. They read the Wall Street every day. Believe me. They read Barron's. They read these economic newsletters every day. They stay on money. They understand money. And I don't think some of them are gifted as we are. You know, there's a lot of us that grew up from nothing and scratch 2 nickels together and become millionaires. That takes a certain kind of talent, man. Everybody can't do that. They don't come from Harvard backgrounds and the best education, Cornell, and matriculated from Oxford and all that. These people that come from the hood, man, they come from nothing. And they become multimillionaires from their talent or their gift of gab or their basketball skills or their rap skills or just their entrepreneurial skills like Birdman and them. Some dudes is entrepreneurs, man. But so what I'm saying is these guys come from nothing. But they may not understand money the way you guys are studying it, and they have these financial advisors that stand there and be siphoning their money from them, and then they look up and they broke. So we got to give people the knowledge. We got to give them the information of money and teach them about money and teach them really the whole thing about money, not just okay, get a little money. You know, they on the videos throwing money and making it rain. No, that's not the knowledge. The knowledge is learning how to structure your money, learning about appreciating, learn about assets, learn about. I listened to Robert Kiyosaki last week speak. He said when he goes to the bank, they don't even ask him for no credit. They ask him for his financial statements. He showed them his assets. See that? He didn't care about no credit when you got money like that. See, because when you know how to structure it right and put it on paper right, you don't need no credit. Credit is for broke people. Yeah. You don't need credit when you have commodities and assets. You can go to the bank. If you guys got $1 million worth of cryptocurrency, learn how to leverage that to get what you want. You can get a loan against that. You don't need no credit when you're doing that. So that's the kind of things we need to learn here. You know, how to leverage buying stuff, leverage buys, okay? Buy with leverage, not credit. And that's the whole purpose of us putting ourselves in a position to make money. We're not making money so we can bling bling on everybody. We're making money so we can accumulate money or we can leverage a position to get more money. That's what it's about.
That's right. Total. Man.
I don't mean to go too far on y'all on that, man, but I get excited.
Deep.
Wow.
Yeah, I get excited talking about this stuff because it's our time, man. It's our time. You know, it's our time. Average people have an opportunity to even the playing field now. For so long, money has been an elitist thing. It's been a group of people to pick who they want to have money. And you got to play the game the way they want you to play the game. That's over with. It's all about knowledge now and information. You get the right information, you can put yourself in a generational wealth situation. If you get the right information, they can't cut you off no more. They can't stop you because of your background or your race or your ex-felon. They can't stop you no more. If you get the right kind of knowledge and utilize it, you can do what you want to do right now. So there's no limits on what you can do. And don't let nobody limit you guys and say you can't do this, you can't do that, because the playing field has been evened because of technology. Technology has evened the playing field. And it's up to you to take it where you want to take it to. Shaquem's going to be a great guy. A great man. Jod's going to be a great man. Talking about financially. I know Omar's he's going to be a powerful man one day. So because he has put himself in a position to accumulate wealth, and I'm going to make sure that we all understand what to do with that. Now, I can't make nobody do what they do with their money, but I'm going to make sure you have the resources to know what to do and how to take it to the next level. Okay, how to make your money make money. See, how does your money make money? That's what we need to be learning.
And each trade also, Eric, each trade helps you to get started. You know, I mean, you can start as low as $10 to start collecting Bitcoins. You know, your Toshis, however you pronounce it,
Satoshis.
Yeah, I mean,
I learned that from Stanley.
So it slowly gets you in, you know, get you in the ring dealing with cryptocurrency with each trade. You know, and then it gives you all this knowledge. What college can you walk into and tell them, look, I got $10. Teach me what you can. They're going to look at you like you done lost your ever-loving mind.
For sure. No, security. Security.
Not you. But you, all the education you get just by joining them with $10 of the lowest investment, $10, and you getting all the college experience. I mean, all the knowledge. You're getting all this knowledge.
Yeah.
Yeah, like Brent and I was discussing. They had a couple of courses at some Ivy League schools, and all they was doing was just teaching them theory. Mm-hmm. That was it. Theoretical of the blockchain, theoretical of the cryptocurrency, the technology, and breaking down the meaning behind it. But as far as creating generational wealth, this is the platform where we're actually creating,
Let me ask some questions right now. Miss Audrey, have you learned a lot about cryptocurrency?
Oh my Lord. Yes, I have. I dream about it.
Do you possess cryptocurrencies?
Yes, I do.
Are you a practicing member in this industry?
Yes, I am.
Mr. Omar, have you studied cryptocurrencies?
Yes.
Do you own cryptocurrencies?
Yes.
Do you own multiple coins?
Yes.
Are you a practicing member in this industry?
Yes.
Stanley, do you study cryptocurrency?
Every day.
You have knowledge of cryptocurrency?
More than most.
Do you make money with cryptocurrencies?
Every day.
Do you possess cryptocurrencies?
Yeah.
Antonio, do you study cryptocurrencies, the theory?
Wait a minute. Hi, Antonio.
How you doing?
What's up, Antonio? Do you possess cryptocurrencies?
Yes, sir.
So you're not just learning theory, you're actually doing it, huh?
Man, I'm hitting them in the mouth, man, every time I get a chance.
Are you making money?
Yes, sir.
Did you pay $13,000 to learn this?
Nah, I paid attention.
Miss Sally, I can't forget Miss Sally. Miss Sally's a beast. Miss Sally.
Yes.
do you learn cryptocurrencies?
Yes, I do study every day.
Are you in possession of cryptocurrencies?
Yes, I am.
Have you actually made money in this industry?
More than I put in.
Did you spend $15,000 to learn this?
No, I did not.
I rest my case. This is not just about theory. We're actually doing this stuff, man. We're actually doing it. We're actually implementing and exercising and improvising. We're learning it. We are excited. We see a bright future here. None of us, I didn't know nothing about cryptocurrency a year ago.
Me either.
You came to me and say cryptocurrency, I'd have looked at you like you was crazy. And most of us on this team.
$20,000 for a year in college, or study at home cryptocurrency.
I'm thinking dead money. Crypt. I'm thinking Tales from the Crypt. That's where I went with it. I'm like, okay,
So,
I need to know this.
So my point is
crypto is a Greek word that means hidden.
Yeah.
Hidden.
That's what I'm thinking.
Let's go, Shaw. Break it down, Shaw. Break it down.
Yeah, because it's from crypt. It's from
How I go again, man?
Crypto is a Greek word that means hidden, and currency just means movement. So it's a hidden transfer, a hidden movement.
Let's go.
Let's go.
I love that. I love that. I love my team. They got the right terminology for this one.
I love my team, boy. I swear.
Yeah, that's what it is, man. We actually
it's a hidden movement.
We're not out here. We're not out here with no hype. We all making money. We all accumulating coins, which is wealth. To accumulate the coins is wealth. Don't get it twisted. These coins are all going to have more and more value because nobody really knows about them. A few people are learning about them, and they all have specific operations or functions. And so we're all positioning ourselves. We're not just teaching and talking sitting up here. Just, a lot of people talk, man. Talk. So many people talk. We actually doing this. Okay, so to the people that's listening out there, we're actually in the profit. We're not just talking, and we're trying to figure out how to get more in the profit, and we're trying to figure out how to help more people to do this. It's not hard. You don't have to be an MIT person. You might hear us say some technical things here, but we'll take it all the way down to a layman's level for you and bring you all the way up to where you need to be to make some money with this. Stan, I've been talking so much, man. I want to hear from my business partner. What you got to say, Stan?
Man, I appreciate you too, man. Like Shakeem said, man, we really thank God for you, man, that you here, man, to help us in this movement, man. This is revolutionary, man. This is the time that we living in. Man, I'm ready for war, bro. I'm ready for war.
Well, we are in a war, so this is an economic war. It's a currency war. We are in it, whether we want to be in it or not. I tell people all the time, you're in a war. Now, you might be a casualty of war, but you in this war. I don't want to be a casualty. I don't want my family to be a casualty. I'm a general, and I'm stand up like a general. I'm strategic. I understand it's a war. I'm not asleep, and we all are in a bad war, man. It's a bad dream, and it's going to come to an end, and people are going to be in for a rude awakening who are on that Patuna Batana. They think everything okay. Don't worry. Be happy. Like the Lion King. It's not okay. Things are going down right now every day. That is I would say quickening the death of the dollar. Not just the dollar, fiat currencies around the world. China's trying to do things to try to position themselves. They're trying to put their money behind gold and all this stuff. But it's a little too late, man. They got over 1 billion people over there. They got pollution problems out of this world. They got a lot of serious problems over there. So I just think that we're in for a new day. It's a new day, man. It's a new day. And stop trying to fight it. It's a new day, But the old world is going out and a new world is coming in. A new world is coming in. And it's going to be the people. Like you guys said, decentralized. What people don't understand is decentralization means the people run this stuff. The people regulate. The people are the ones that benefit, not corporations. All right, you guys. So I'm going to go ahead and close this out. Appreciate all you guys, man. We're going to continue this tomorrow. We'll cover some things about the blockchain, I think, tomorrow. And then Friday, we go into our mindset training. And that's what we need, Sharkin. We need the mindset training. And then we'll go into some things about money or something, planning money and stuff like that. And I really want everybody to have their own financial blueprint for their family that they're going to leave. So when I'm gone, my kids will have some kind of financial blueprint they can kind of follow. They can modify it or they can amend it, just like they amend the Constitution. But at least they'll have something that they can look at that I left, the progenitor that I left, because we'll be the first ones in our families, I believe, to create the kind of wealth that we're going to create. I know we are. We're going to be sitting on a big old yacht one day having these meetings. Every 3 months, that's the plan. Every 3 months or so, every 4 months, Family Cash Machine is going to have a meeting of the minds. And we'll have all the top leaders around the country. Every 3 months, it'll be nothing for you guys to get on a plane, come down here, hang out in Marina Del Rey with me on the big yacht. It'll be nothing. That'll be nothing for you guys. Or we go to Miami or something, or, wherever. We just can go to Vegas. We're going to do conventions eventually as we start accumulating more momentum. We'll start doing conventions. We'll pick different spots, Atlanta, Chicago, New York, wherever. And we'll start doing, meetings of the minds, because it's going to require for us as leaders to continue to plan together, because we got a lot of people coming in following us, y'all. A lot of people going to come in and need this information. And so we as the leaders got to be tight, and we got to have a plan of action. Okay. And that's going to require for us to meet every 3 months. And, it's good for camaraderie. It's good for us to bond. It's good for us to have fun and laugh, and it's good for some of the people to see how well we've done from nothing. From nothing. Because it's definitely coming. And you guys will remember I said this. Like, man, I remember we talked about this. Now we're actually doing every 4 months, we're doing a meeting, like a huge summit for the Family Cash Machine. It's going to happen, because it's going to require for us to do that, to motivate our team and to continue to inspire people that they got to make a change. But you can't sit back and do nothing. You can't sit back and do nothing. You have to do cryptocurrency or you're going to sink. It's just that simple, because you're in a sinking system. Can't you see that? You're in a sinking system. You're shaving down something from your life every day just to try to survive. People cutting every month, they're cutting something out just so they can pay the bills. Something that they're used to or accustomed to, and they're getting rid of things. First thing go is travel. That's the first thing go is travel. People are not traveling right now. And traveling is really the greatest thing that you can do for your family, because your kids will learn just in traveling. Okay, reading is great too. I mean, you got to read, but I'm saying if you didn't read a book and you went to 7 countries in 2 months, do you know how much you'll learn in just traveling? So people cut out travel because of finances. We got to get back to traveling, man. We got people all over the world that want to deal with us, Stanley. They don't want to do business with Omar. There's people that would love Mr. Omar all over the world. So we got to get out, man, and meet people who are like-minded and want to unite with us in some kind of business. I'm inspired by your guy, Akon. He just closed $1 billion deal with China. Chinese dealt with Akon.
Yeah.
And I think Akon darker than everybody on this dang on call.
Darker than everybody in China.
But he closed that deal. So we got to get out, man. We got to get out and meet and talk to people. We need to go to Dubai. We need to go to, these different countries, man, and talk to people, man. We got to get out. It's coming to that. So just, hey, we going there. We're going to do some traveling on this team, man. But right now, we got to stay focused on the money. We got to get this money. We got to build up our empires. We got to build up our reserves. We're starting from nothing, $10, $100. Next thing you know, you're going to have 1,000. Next thing you know, you're going to have 10,000. Next thing you know, you're going to have 50,000. Now you're traveling. You're moving now.
But what's so crazy, Eric?
Yeah.
I'm listening to you, talk, and it's basically the seeds that has been planted in our conversations. 1 minute you hear like Omar, he planted a good seed with support and Dave. and his proposal with Dash. That's a seed that's been planted. That's a goal that I wanna put my efforts towards, because we're a family. We're moving in one direction. You plant a seed about just doing generational wealth, and it's a long-term goal. And I'm hearing how people are making investments from $10, and then growing into thousands, right? But this call is going to become so out of place for people who come on later, that they won't be able to fathom this, the kind of conversation we'll be having later on. It's so easy to grasp now, but later on, where we're talking about, hundreds of thousands of dollars, like nothing, like how Roger Ver and Charlie Shrem is talking like freely, that's how we'll be talking. You understand? And I'm watching this, and I'm hearing the seeds being planted, and I just see great things, man. Logistic coordinating when I'm in your city, finding out what hotels to put everybody in, who's going to be the keynote speaker for the night. That's where your vision is actually heading. That's the big picture that you're actually seeing. So that's what I want to say. Bring about that point.
But John, we got so many links in this chain, in this blockchain. We have so many links. So there's always going to be someone that can connect with someone on that team.
That's right. That's right.
Because we're at so many different levels.
We taking this thing around the world, state to state, man. We're going to crush the United States, man. Yeah. We're going to take over the United States. Each one of us is world leaders. All right? We killing the state, man. It's killing this country. And then we're going to start traveling the world and playing on the global platform for real. Because that's our birthright. We're supposed to travel and go wherever we want to. We're so blocked off in this dark space over here that they call the United States. We ain't over here. And it don't seem like we got no business over here neither. Because they don't want to do nothing but keep the shackles on us.
Yeah, what's uniting about it?
On our minds and on our bodies, on our hands and feet.
And on your pocketbook.
And on your pocketbook. That's all they're trying to do, man. So yeah, man, I'm excited, man. I'm excited too every day, man. I had this talk with you guys, man. We looking to blow this thing up. I want to come to y'all state, man. A lot of y'all states I ain't never traveled to, man. I want to meet y'all. I want to organize some events.
Well, you making the money, Stan. It look like you on your way, my brother.
Let's do it.
We gonna roll out the red carpet. We're gonna roll out the red carpet. Pick you up from the airport, private jet.
The baby on the team making all the money.
Anybody that know me, man, I'll spend it all on y'all, man. We just got to be doing something positive, man. If it's putting my money to work and my money can come back, man, I want to invest it all.
Okay.
And it's funny too. I'm so excited to see where we gonna be in a year. It's crazy because we made so much strides, me and Miss Sally and Audrey, and in 1 month. It's crazy. 2 months we've been doing this particular type of investing. We were invested in a small private company at first. We learned a lot about cryptocurrency, but we learned even more when we just opened up our mind and expanded to the Bitcoin, the Ethereum coin, the Dash coin, the whole international currency, thing. We grew so fast, man. It's crazy. And like we said, he just been studying this a couple of weeks, man. This dude sound like a professor. It's like he sound like a professor in Atlanta A&T or something. Go ahead, Antonio.
Sit back, man, and I got some more brothers that's just as profound, man. You guys are powerful, man. Yeah. I love it, man. I could just sit back, man. I really appreciate all y'all, man. For real, man.
No, go ahead, Antonio. Antonio, you said something?
Man.
No, I'm just going with everybody, so you know what I'm saying. I'm just soaking it up and I'm paying attention. That's how I was taught. That's how we learn and got that. So pay attention, And I'm loving the energy, man. Everybody is good. like an ideas, especially with the, like the quarterly meetings and that, like you say, man, it really is a real, because business is real. At the end of the day, so I mean, you gotta.
Your microphone is kind of buzzy. You
Her
got it too
crypto
close to your mouth,
message.
probably. Huh?
Can't hear you. How?
We can't hear
That was
you.
a crypto
And
message.
Tony,
Hold on. Can you hear me now? Can you hear me now?
it's just distorted. It's distorted.
Hold on, man. I'm in the bootleg version now. Hold on.
Yeah, it was very distorted.
They said you sending us a crypto message.
Right, y'all already know what it is. Yeah, man. I'm enjoying the energy, man. The energy is love, man. I mean, everybody has something to offer, and actually, man, I believe everything is going to end up really being greater than what we really think, man, because, it's crazy how, how everything is perspiring on a global basis. But it's funny how you say that. Like, it's funny how you said about a couple of months back that there's only a certain percentage of people in the population that even knows about this. And it's real cool that the fact that we over here in this bootleg country is basically part of those handful of, that's like in the beginning of everything, man. So if we pay attention, if we just keep going, everybody keep building, as I said the other night, family is the foundation. Cash is king. The machine organizes everything. So I mean, at the end of the day, I mean, as long as we keep that in the forefront of our minds, man. I mean, in a minute, we'll all be able. I mean, actually, we're all able to help each other now because, like Brother John said, you know what I'm saying? We plant that seeds of knowledge, and of course, we got to thank God for Brother Eric at the end of the day. So I just fell on this brother's information on the hump bag about good 4 or 5 years ago. Like, okay, this is interesting. Now I look at it, stuck with him. Now look what he was able to do some to. You know what I'm saying? If it wasn't for him, I knew it couldn't because he was, but I didn't know how the hell to even start to even do it until he was like, hey, put your phone up, boom, bam, boom. But I ain't look back, man. You know what I'm saying? And it's all. It was going down because I feel like this, the energy that I took, I kind of regret the last 20 plus years of my life, the energy I took on a negative type of aspect, if I would just took it and really like for the energy, that I'm putting towards like what I learned now, man, I already know, man. Man, you're right. I probably all of us probably be multi-millionaires right now sitting up on here trying to figure out how we gonna release this information to the public. And it's just it's crazy, man. So it's like it's a good flip for Sunday. It's like it's like your favorite class or your favorite teacher growing up or something like that. It's family. Family is the foundation. And Eric and Stanley, I commend all y'all, brother Omar, Mr. Audrey, y'all like the beginners, of this thing. I remember when I was invited to it, it was on like a handful. Now, I've been longer than like 15, 20 of us at the most, more people really want to start coming in, man. And I think that's I'm learning how to market it. See, I'm just taking my time because I don't want to, misguide and say, well, hey, this is how this guy is. Because, people are going to question you. At the end of the day, you got to know your stuff. There's no need to go. It's like going to the grocery store, without no money. I mean, that ain't gonna work. You can go in there and window shop all you want, but if you ain't got no money, then you'll still be hungry. So, right now, I really keep putting in the work now because eventually, like Brother Stanley said, man, I'm trying to live off my interest real soon, man, because all that 9 to 5 is cool. It's cool. I don't knock nobody's hustle, but I'm getting bored in the middle. So I'm trying to relax. You know what I'm saying?
Well, one thing I can say though, bro. One thing I can say, we living in the time right now, man. I hear everybody talking about energy. But we living in a time right now where energy is literally creating this digital money.
Yes, sir.
It's natural. It is absolute. It is naturally going to be attracted to us because of the energy that we are creating. Energy is money, man. And energy right here is what's going to create them fat ass pocketbooks, man.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
I have something to say. Stanley. Again,
Yeah.
I say, how did you manage with all this energy that Mr. Bilal has? How could you contain that energy? I mean,
Man, that's a hard job. That's a hard job, Miss Audrey. I can't even comment on that. That's rough and tough, man. I gotta deal with that every day, man.
Yes, you do.
Early in the morning, man.
Man, I like Mr. Bilal's background with that dash going. That's a nice background.
Yeah. Omar. Oh, is Omar still on the call?
Yeah, he's right there.
Yeah. How did you get into cryptocurrency? Because I heard about Bitcoins maybe 2-3 years ago. It was like a opportunity to make money, man. I ain't had the money to get involved, but how was you exposed to it?
You know, I started in 214, December 214. I actually got into a thing called Ucoin. Been better than the Bitcoin. You know, the same way like OneCoin. You know, it's OneCoin. So it's all these fake cryptocurrencies that was talking about they want to be the next Bitcoin. The next Bitcoin. We missed the Bitcoin. We missed it. So get this and that, and that's how I got in. And so, man, you
got tricked in, huh?
Tricked in.
Got tricked in. That's what it was. I wasn't gonna say that, man, but yeah, he got tricked in it, man.
He got tricked in it.
That's all right. It's all right. We lost in this wilderness called North America, man. The lost tribe of Shabazz, but we all right now.
What I want to ask, so what do you feel about Trump and who he's got in the White House now as far as the blockchain technologies?
Well, I'm from where Trump from. I'm from Queens, New York, so I understand when he be going wild and crazy. So I definitely understand that, and I think he's a necessary evil right now. So
hello.
Yeah, you know, I think you know, by him having Mick Mulvaney come into the White House, you know, because Mick Mulvaney is a blockchain, or he's from the blockchain caucus, the blockchain community, and the Bitcoin blockers community. So I think something's going on. He got 3 people in there, and not only that, but he just fired the lawyer that was defending, or that put in the Silk Road person, a dark pirate in jail. He fired him. So cryptocurrency, and we're gonna take that might be the surprise that got us winning.
It's funny he mentioned that. Go ahead.
I was watching the news, right, when I was at work, and one of Trump's supporters said he said Trump is in negotiation with Mexico and Canada, and right away